would like you
has
to
been the
enjoy the
introduction of the
services
knowledge within the
economy,
principle of
even in the
socio-economic
comfort of your
transformation.
home.
See the economy that is not
Within
just
this
based
system,
on more
you'll be
processing
able
of
to
the knowledge of
manage
mere
all the
prosperity
major
processing,
issues that you normally have
Pan-Africanism,
that require you to leave
Love
your home
Africa because you
and
need the
enjoy
use of
Airtel
prosperity
services.
and
Things like how to
socio-economic
invest
transformation
and
industry
Airtel money
is, which
transactions
means
have
the
gone wrong.
metamorphosis
Things like how to block
from the
the SIM card
livelihood
if the
of
SIM card
child
has been
making,
stolen.
the assembly and
Things
manufacturing
like
of
buying a product
computers
that
and
will allow you to
computer
extend the
parts.
life of
That's
your SIM card so that
modernization.
it's not removed from the network and
And
storage.
our economy was
storage.
US dollars
Airtel
3.9
is
billion
here
in
to serve. The customer experience team
1986.
is here to serve.
It is now US
Have
dollars
a wonderful
55 billion.
customer service week.
It has been
and
growing
thank
at
you
the
for
rate of
being Airtel
6.3% per year for the last 38 years.
Airtel, a reason to imagine.
Socio-economic transformation with the GDP per capita of US dollars 1,054.
Welcome to another Gauging Gadgets Chromebook tutorial video. In this video I'm going to show you how to live stream to Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and several other streaming platforms, all from your Chromebook, and you can even multi-stream. And to live stream from our Chromebook, we're going to be using a company called StreamYard, and you can get here using the affiliate link in the description. If you want to support this channel and this video, please use that link in the description to sign up for StreamYard. Now, before we get too deep into this, I do want to say that we will be using the free version of StreamYard. They do have a paid version, but we can stream directly to Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook from our Chromebook using just the free.
That's why I've called all these people to help you understand. It's really okusangawo abantu okay wandika ensonga onazifunza bagumalidde mu Uganda ebyomugaso nobyerabira. How could anybody who wants Uganda to grow spend even 1 week, let alone the 7 years we have spent on this subject, on this issue, discussing such an obvious issue? This sentence is mixed up. We shall sort it out. Suppose we had only a coffee with our wonderful UCDA. How would the country survive? Because you see, coffee. Now suppose, okay, let's say, we now say, okay, thank you very much. Let's only do coffee. Kuanga UCDA, now another people are saying, coffee. We only do coffee. Now, suppose we did that. How could the country survive? With a population of 46 million, each person needs 2,000 calories per day. Kubanga abasayansi basobola okubala petrol yombiri gye gwetaaga peteroli in the form of calories, bazita calories mu luzungu, eziva mu mmere, coming from food. And they are saying that another person needs 2,000 calories per day. With 46 million people, we would need 550,000 metric tons of wheat to feed ourselves. This would cost okulya kwokka emigati engano would cost US dollars 380 million per year imported from outside. This is just eating. How about clothing? How about cement and other building materials for shelter? Moreover, Uganda is not like Japan or South Korea or those countries where the main and sometimes the only resource is a skilled population that they use to manufacture cars, etc. Uganda has both the human resource and the natural resource. We shall use them to create prosperity for our people. So therefore, while some of the people, the colonialists, we are talking about coffee, cotton, and copper. and tea, tobacco, and tourism. For us, we are talking about 60 efforts. We are talking about 60 products, bananas, cocoa, milk, beef, maize, cassava. Cassava is going to be a very big money earner. It's already becoming one. Sugar cane, we are talking about all those. Then we are talking about the industrial products. We are not including the industrial products. Cement, what. We are talking about a full economy, not a partial economy. These side agencies, UNRWA, UCDA, DDA, etc., were a temporary measure. Were temporary measures that I accepted at the beginning of our government, mainly because of the low pay for our public servants and their low enthusiasm and motivation for work. The logic was that for particular projects, in order to ensure implementation, create a side group outside the public service, pay them well, and facilitate them well, so that the project is implemented. It was tied to particular effort. I did not fully accept this logic, but I also did not oppose it, because we had much more serious problems at that time. We, the FRONASA, NRA, NRM, always work for patriotism, not for money. And indeed, other Ugandans do the same. The research scientists at Kawanda, Chituza, Serere, etc., and the leaders have been working for low salaries for most of this time. Baliwano, I've called some of the research people. I think one of them can speak. Do you speak? Who speaks English? Okay. Put on your microphone and speak what you do.
Your Excellency, at NARO, an agency under the Ministry of Agriculture, Industry and Fisheries, we conduct agricultural research on crops, on fisheries, on livestock, and forestry. Your Excellency, over the years at NARO...
When did you start working?
Your Excellency, I started working in 1988. At that time, the research wing was under the ministry. And then in 1992, when NARO was established, I was moved from the ministry to NARO. And I've been able to get up in the ranks, and today I'm the Director General for NARO. Your Excellency, over the years, NARO has been able to develop over 1,000 different crop varieties. So most of the food we eat in this country, Your Excellency, is developed by the scientists under NARO. Your Excellency, specifically to coffee. In 1991, you will remember very well, Dr. Israel Kibirige Sebunya was able to promote the then 8 colonial coffee varieties, what we called colonial coffee. And these were promoted. And then in 1997, NARO under Kituza started what we call a breeding program for the second generation coffee varieties. Your Excellency, I'm glad to report to you that in a space of 1997 to 1913, NARO has been able to develop a total of 10 coffee Robusta varieties, what we call KR1, KR up to KR10. K stands for Kituza, R stands for Robusta. Your Excellency, we have now also been able now to start a breeding pipeline for also Arabica coffee. I'm glad to report to you, Your Excellency, that previously we have been able to release also 3 Arabica coffee varieties. We now have a pipeline for Robusta coffee and a pipeline for Arabica coffee. And we have near promising varieties, 5 of them for Robusta, and near promising other varieties, 3 for Arabica coffee.
Okay, thank you. Now, are you under UCDA?
Your Excellency,
because some people have been saying no UCDA, no coffee. Now, are you under UCDA?
Yes, we are under the ministry, we are not under UCDA.
Now, how much money were you earning in 1988? How much salary?
Your Excellency, when I joined service, my first salary was 2,824. When I first joined service in the ministry, it was 2,000 shillings, 2,824. When I moved to Narrow, my first salary was 150,000. 150,000. Your Excellency, I'm glad to report to you that at the moment the entry salary of a scientist in Narrow is 6.5 million.
No, but you continue getting the low salaries until when? When did we start enhancing?
Your Excellency, we started to get an enhancement in the year 2004.
Okay.
2004. So and Your Excellency, when you visited us during the World Food Day at Rwebitaba in 2016, is when you enhanced our salary in 2016. You again enhanced our salaries in 2018.
Yes.
You further again enhanced our salaries in 2022.
Thank you.
We are very grateful, Your Excellency.
So you can, you see the real people who help us with all these crops are these ones. They are not under UCDA, and while the UCDA people are being paid high prices, high salaries, you must show now. Hello? While the UCDA were getting high salaries, these people were getting low salaries, like us. We the freedom fighters. We were not working for money, we were working for our country. So, therefore, the other logic, which was actually being pushed by the donors, of saying that no high salaries, no work. We have never accepted it, but we had to keep quiet. You don't have to fight every wrong idea. We had to say, okay, if you think it can help, you start these agencies. And that's how they started. But we, the scientists, as you hear, continued working with low pay. We, the freedom fighters, the political workers, were working, getting low pay. These UCDA were getting high pay. Mm-hmm. But the main work was being done by the scientists. I will come to that later. However, the research scientists have developed for us excellent banana, coffee, tea, cassava, beans, etc., seed materials, and we have promoted their widespread growing in the country in spite of getting low salaries. So the people who have done the work for, not only for coffee, for all the other crops, the scientists getting low pay, not under UCDA, and we, the reformers, you can call us the reformers, who want our people to get out of poverty, who now go and propagate and advise, to preach the gospel of get out of poverty, do this, do that, do that. However, since some people were insisting that mercenary motivation is the only motivation, I did not mind trying it out as we moved on with our broad program. Because there were those who were saying, no, these people need, let's put them aside, give them high salaries. Okay, because for us, we are continuing with our program anyway. We left them, so you try your group. Those agencies, however, never performed well at all, in spite of the huge money we were spending on them. How do I know this? Regarding the DDA, regarding the diary, it was me who had to do all the work, starting with 1989, when I started in the Nyabshoz area. I've written about this in different documents. Regarding UCDA and NADS, I know that they were doing no work or little work, because in 2013, when I launched Operation Wealth Creation at Butarangwa, Nakaseke, a whole of 68% of the homesteads in Uganda were still in subsistence farming. Here with me are the witnesses that can inform the public about the no work or little work of UCDA and NADS. Now, when I was worried about the future of the country, that's when I started Operation Wealth Creation. I brought soldiers because the figures, the data, were showing that there was a majority of the people were outside the money economy, 68%. Kati abaserikale abali mu kaweefube abali wano muyinza kuwa obujulizi. Samba wali katandike ne Samba teekako omuzindaalo oyogere mu Luganda no muteekereko omuzindaalo.
Your Excellency, sir, Amanya Kanosamba, Coordinator, Wealth Creation, Gweta Masaka.
Sembero muzindalo.
Okusookera ddala nsooka okwebaza Your Excellency okuteekawo purogulaamu ey'okukulaakulanya bannayuganda. Your Excellency, watwapointingira okutandika okusomesa abantu okubajja mu bwavu naddala mu bintu eby'enjawulo, ekisookera ddala okulima emmwanyi. Your Excellency, wetwajjukira nti bulungi wetwatandikira okutandika okugabira abantu emmwanyi n'okubasomesa ennima y'emmwanyi oluvannyuma lw'okutwala e Makerere ne batuwa emisomo, ekyo nakyo tukikwebaliza. Your Excellency, emmwanyi naddala emmwanyi ze twatandikirako okugaba twatandika 2013 mpaka 2019. Gweta Masaka tulina districts 10 ne tubeera ne constituency 22 ne tubeera ne county 84
Sub county
amagombolola ne tubeera ne parishes 404 Your Excellency, tulina district 10 ngenda kutandika ne Bukomansimbi. Bukomansimbi twagaba emmwanyi milioni 18 n'emitwalo 7 nga zikola acreage emitwalo 4 mu gumu mu 15,500 Kalangala twagaba emmwanyi emitwalo 2 nga zikola acreage 14,640. Kalungu twagaba milioni 3 nga zikola
emitwalo
milioni yes
okay.
milioni 3 nga zikola emitwalo 67,733. Kyotera twagaba emmwanyi milioni 3,515 nga zikola acres emitwalo 12 mu 1222. Lwengo district twagaba milioni 3 mu 12,403 mu 476 nga zikola acres emitwalo 7 mu 13,874. Lyantonde twagaba emitwalo 22 mu 13,949 nga zikola acres 496. Masaka district twagaba millions 2 n'emitwalo 8,489 nga zikola acres emitwalo 4,633. Lakai twagaba emilioni 10 n'emitwalo 809 nga zikola acres 24 n'emitwalo 2. Sembabule twagaba millions 2 n'emitwalo 7,718 nga zikola acres 4 emitwalo 4,665. Zonna omugatte nga zikola acreage emitwalo 5 09 886.
500,000.
Yes, sir.
550.
509 88
509,000.
Yes, sir.
Emitwalo 5 ya acre. Okay, kale
toto yonna ne ziba milioni 17 zetwagaba munya emitwalo 7.
Kale samba kati bumwati munatandika UCDA yali ekola ki? Kubanga nze okubatwalayo nali simatidde bya UCDA.
Your Excellency, nzijukira bulungi nti okugenda okutandika programu eno UCDA yatandika mu mwaka 1991 gy'emyaka 3 bwe twatandikira okugaba emmwanyi. N'ebiseera ebyo watandikawo programu ya UCDA kulaakulanya abantu n'okubasomesa n'okulaba nti Uganda eyongera obungi ku mmwanyi ze tulina mu ggwanga. Naye emyaka egya 33 UCDA yalemererwa okusomesa abantu n'okwongera obungi bw'emmwanyi okusinziira bwe twagisiŋŋaana, kubanga twagenda okutandika okugaba emmwanyi. Nzijukira bulungi Uganda yali etunda emmwanyi miliyoni 3. Ekifaananyi kikulaga nti Uganda kati wetuuse we twatandikira okugaba emmwanyi n'okusomesa abantu. Operation Awareness Creation ekoze omulimu gw'amaanyi.
Kale Samba, kati ani omulala yongerako? Abiriga. Abiriga onayegera
engena kwogera Luganda afande.
Abiriga onayegera Lugubaro.
Engena kwogera Luganda afande.
Ingonia.
Mamuke afande mingoni. Yes sir. Afande neyanziza nnyo Ssabalwanyi w'emirembe. Owekitiibwa Ssabalwanyi, ngenda kusoma emmwanyi ze twagaba mu Greater Luweero district 3, Nakaseke, Luweero ne Nakasongola. Nakaseke district okuva mu 2013 okutuuka mu 2019. Ate emyaka 2 twabuukamu olw'obulwadde bwa COVID waliwo 2021 ate 2022 n'owa chance netugabayo ku mmwanyi. Kati Nakaseke district yagaba emmwanyi miliyoni 10 emitwalo 54 mu 2847 nereta ikazi emitwalo 2 mu 13,428. Amaka gafuna emmwanyi ezo amaka mitwalo 2 mu 1,275. Tudda ku Luweero. Luweero twagaba emmwanyi endokwa emitwalo 31 miliyoni 31 mu mitwalo 82 mu 6 mu 893. Acreage netufuna acreage emitwalo 7 mu 722. Amaka emitwalo 6 mu 7 mu 313. Nakaseke Nakasongola yagaba miliyoni 2 emitwalo 49 mu 10,524 ge acreage 15,500 mu 36 era amaka 15,000 mu 128. Wamu amagatte emmwanyi ze twagaba mu Greater Luweero twagaba emmwanyi obukadde 44 mu mitwalo 86 mu 1,264. Acreage emitwalo 9 mu 9 mu 686. Amaka emitwalo 9 mu 13,000 mu 7